You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley. I have a cat, 2 sweets, the travel kitty. I have a big girlfriend, Angel's really pretty. I have a pony and we share a big horse. We have a big yard. Yeah, we have to, of course. I have a pool. In the summer I stay cool. Drink a fountain, live in the mountain, live high on the hog. Need to be a spokes dog. I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley.
Woof and super smiles, everybody. Welcome to a super smiley adventure on Pet Life Radio, the largest pet radio network in the world. Smiley, my giant mutt and spokes dog for throwaways, is here, and we're getting ready for a possum puppy film release. Treasure buddies with the cute little blonde lab puppies. Remember Santa buddies, spooky buddies? Well, now they're digging up some treasure. The pups talk in the movie. Smiley likes that. But they couldn't join us today, so instead we have the human star of the film, Edward Herrmann. Welcome, Edward.
Thank you. Great to be here.
And your face and voice seem to be almost every place. Let's see. First, you won an Emmy for the practice, won 4 additional Emmy nominations. You won a Tony the same year your wife on Gilmore Girls won hers. So you've been on Gilmore Girls, The Good Wife, Law and Order, 30 Rock, Grey's Anatomy, and an Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio. And we are so excited you're here with us. Thank you for joining us, Edward Herrmann.
Bless your heart. Great to be here.
We love when actors join us and talk about their projects involving pets, but you are also a real-life pet lover, right?
I am. We have 5 dogs, 3 cats, a turtle, and a horse.
Oh, a turtle and a horse! Well, of course, I love the doggies and kitties, but that's so fun to throw some other interesting ones in the mix, right?
You bet.
We want to hear more about your pets and about treasure buddies, but first we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Smiley, can you wait? Good boy.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley. Must walk.
Buster, you're telling me my dog food products can't go on your shelves?
That's right. Didn't pass one of my Petco certified nutrition checklists. Sorry, Wayne.
Who made these checklists?
Geniuses. Very smart guys.
Well, it's good enough for most grocery stores.
Do you see cheese puffs on my shelves? Mayonnaise? Soda pop?
No.
That's because I ain't running no grocery store, Wayne. Your pets will get better nutrition, I guarantee it. Petco, where the healthy pets go.
Go to PetLifeRadio.com/Petco and get $6 off your order of $60 or more and up to 40% off hundreds of items at Petco. PetLifeRadio.com/Petco.
Dyson.
The new Dyson Animal Vacs are powerful bagless upright vacuums for homes with pets. Air muscle and radio root cyclone technology generates the strongest suction power to powerfully remove dust, dirt, and pet hair from the home or car. To order your Dyson Animal Vac, go to PetLifeRadio.com/Dyson. PetLifeRadio.com/Dyson to order your Dyson Animal Vac today.
Dyson. Music to your ears.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. Oh Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand. This is the place for a special paparazzi treat. Only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
And we're back with Edward Herrmann, star of the new film Treasure Buddies, a possum puppy adventure from Disney. Edward, first, I know pets lead us on amazing adventures. Super Smileys led us both right here. Where have your personal pets led you?
Down the road to insanity a couple of times. At one point, we had 3 horses. My wife was riding at the time. She can't do it anymore because of bad knees, and her sister was riding, but she can't do that anymore. So we just have one. And I love going to the stables. I don't ride myself. So my 15-year-old has ridden since she was about 5. And she's a very good rider. And so I love going to the stable and watching her perform. The dogs are all rescue dogs, except one is a purebred Bichon Frise. But one of our favorite dogs is the big one, who's a part golden, and we think it could be a chow because of his mottled tongue, but we think it's a Tibetan Mastiff.
He sounds like a big boy.
And the others are all girls, and they run around him and cause him trouble, and he's very placid and very, very...
I love the way animals lead us on experiences and open us to new adventures. And the little
absolutely.
Always.
They've really changed our house.
They do. They really raise the energy. And the little puppies from Treasure Buddies are on a super adventure across the world. What's Buttercup and his litter mates up to in this adventure?
Well, they are trying to save. They realize that the English archaeologist is really a crook, and he has a cat that's very evil. They sneak aboard the plane and land in Egypt and get involved in trying to save the situation and expose the nefarious plots of this archaeologist and his wicked cat.
I love the way...
They're very good. They're heroes.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love the way these little puppies sound like they're going to save the world, the way you put it.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. And Treasure Buddies is the 6th in a series. The first was Air Bud, and I understand that your kids grew up watching the series. Is that correct?
They did. They loved them. My 15-year-old is now very sophisticated and wants to be an actress and is doing Shakespeare at school and all that. And when I told her that I was offered this Treasure Buddy film, I thought she might look down on it. But she suddenly looked 7 years old. She said, "Oh, Treasure Buddy, Buddy movie, that's great, Dad." So she was very happy that I was doing that because she loved them when she was a kid.
I love that. That is so fun. When something really has meaning and quality, it can just keep on from generation to generation. I think that's really important. It's fabulous.
I also like making movies for children, for that market, for that level, because there's so few things that parents can take their children to that they don't have to do a lot of explaining or get red in the face and say, "Don't listen to this," you know.
Right.
And this is for the whole family, and it's fun. You know, it's really a fun film.
Right. And I think one of the puppies said that in a journey there's always a message or a meaning. Didn't one of the puppies say something like that? So do the puppies share a meaning and a message for us all to take home?
Oh, I think so. The meaning is clear, that there's adventure out there, and there's warmth of heart, and there's genuine possibility for goodness in the world. And
I love that.
To have.
And you know what? I think animals, that's kind of the message that animals give in general. Do you think?
Oh, absolutely. They're non-critical. They simply love you.
Right.
They don't ask for much.
That's right.
Some dogs, we have one dog that asks for a great deal, but most of them are just eager to please you. And that's
right. That's right. And in the film, the puppies talk, and in Smiley's videos for pet adoption, he talks. But in real life, do you think dogs have something to say?
They say it in our house all the time.
What did your dog tell you?
Talking morning, noon, and night.
Oh.
They get us up about 5:30 or 6, and then we sort out their feed, and we let them out in the back. We have about 8 acres, and they can run around and come back in. And then we go back to bed, and they know the drill, so they settle down for a while.
Oh,
they are our alarm clock.
That's great. And they also keep us grounded. You just mentioned going out onto your property. They really connect us with nature and what's important in life. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. And they love playing with you. They really love psychologically, and the mental health of a pet is very important. And the more you play with them, the happier they are, and the more they feel part of the family. And it's really important to them to do that. And it helps, of course, to have 2 or 3 so that they have companions when you're not there. But the interaction with people is really, really critical for a pet's health.
Right. I agree. Very, very well said. Everything you said. And I also agree. I have 2 dogs. I always have 2 dogs, and I have horses in my backyard, and I always have more than one. Yes. And I always have more than one horse because they're herd animals. They're pack animals. And it's just, It's not fair to leave them alone, and they're happier, and it's actually easier with more because the system is working better. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
Absolutely. And your turtle, that's a whole different energy system.
Yes.
Does he ever...
Our turtle was bought by our oldest daughter when she was in college. It was the size of a quarter. And they grow the size of the aquarium. And so my wife kept getting bigger and bigger aquaria. And now it's the size of, I don't know, a small foot. It's a nice big turtle. It's a red slider, and it's been around. I guess they can live for years. So
wow.
you have this thing. It takes some tending, but it wakes up in the morning and bangs on the side of the glass and needs to be fed. And it's very much part of the family.
Oh, that is so cute. One time I saw a man with a giant iguana and I asked him what lessons his lizard taught him. And I almost thought he would think I was nuts for even thinking to ask such a crazy question. But he said he shows me to be accepting of things that seem foreign and alien. So we can learn from, isn't that amazing? Amazing. So we love it. And I didn't know if he would just look at me and start laughing, but we can learn so much from all of the animals. And that's what's so beautiful about living with them and about the Disney movie. It opens so much up. And we're going to come back with Edward Herrmann right after this commercial break and hear more about the animals and about treasure buddies.
Sit, stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
I'm Smiley the dog. I'm Super Smiley. Let's rock!
Every pet is unique. Maybe they're gray in the muzzle, yet young at heart. Maybe they're growing out of the puppy stage and into their paws and ears. Or maybe they're just trying to maintain a more girlish figure. At PetSmart, we have the right food for your pet at a great value for you. PetSmart. Be better together.
Go to PetLifeRadio.com/PetSmart and save up to 30% on toys, collars, leashes, PetSmart gift cards, treats, and more. Go to PetLifeRadio.com/PetSmart today.
I Love My Pets, the new single by Mark Winter, available on iTunes.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called InfoSeeds. InfoSeeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. Is the best, most cost-effective way to invite us in. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit the website
PetLifeRadio.com.
Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of InfoSeed. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Having a rough day? Longing for the dog days of summer? Think your fun furry friend lives a dog's life? Well, find out everything you're begging to know as Pet Life Radio presents It's a Doggy Dog World with pet expert and award-winning author Liz Palaika. Every dog has his day, and you'll find out how to make your dog's day fun and rewarding. Every week, on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hello, this is Ryan O'Neill, and I'm on a super smiley adventure with Megan Blake. Join us.
And we're back with Edward Herrmann from the Disney's film Treasure Buddies with the cute little lab pups. And watching Buttercup and his litter mates, they seem so perfect for their roles and so professional in delivering their lines. Were there any funny outtakes or puppy stories you can share with us?
Well, yes. The first time I met the monkey, I was in the wardrobe room, and I had just gotten off the plane, basically, and the trainers came in with this monkey. And I thought, oh, okay. Now, years and years ago, I was in India and dealing with the real ones in the trees, the wild ones, and you have to be kind of careful of those. But this was a trained monkey, and I said, oh, that's nice. You have a scene with it that has to interact with me. He said, do you get along with pets? I said, oh, yeah, okay. So suddenly it was on my shoulder. Said, oh, okay. And then what happens? He has to hit you. I said, how's that going to work? He said, like this. And he gave the monkey a signal, and the monkey started whapping me on the head. And I thought, oh, okay. And then Bing jumped off at the signal. I thought, well, he's a pro. We've already established that I could take a smack on the head from a monkey. But the actors that dealt with the dogs had a little harder time than I did, because those puppies are so much fun and so loving, and so all they want to do is play. It's very hard to train a puppy to do what needs to be done in a film. An older dog is easier to train. And I had to work with the monkey and the cat, that wonderful hairless cat, which was just, actually, they look sinister, but they're adorable. They're terrific.
Right, right.
So the actors who had to deal with the puppies had more of their hands full more than I did. Because they grow so quickly that you have to change puppies in the middle of the film.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's bringing a new badge.
These trainers were just wonderful.
Oh, that's great. And something unique to this film, that I mentioned this as a series, is that this is the first time the monkey has appeared in this series. Is that correct?
Yes. It was up to its hijinks all over the place, but it was very well trained and did virtually exactly what was asked of it. It had some tricky bits when it had to pull a watch out of my pocket and steal it and give it back to me. We worked that, but I worked with actors who didn't pick it up as fast as the monkey. So.
That's so much fun. Was it W.C. Fields that said he wouldn't act with children or animals? Was it him?
No. Yes,
what was he thinking?
He had a problem with it.
That's where all the spontaneity is. Tell me what your feelings are on this.
Well, I've always liked animals. I did a film long ago called The Day of the Dolphin, and we had 6 dolphins. The 2 were being trained very carefully, did most of the work, but there was one big one that wasn't used very often. And I enjoyed it so that the trainer said, if you have a spare time, go to the ocean pen and swim with Big Mama because we don't want her to go wild again. We don't want her to go feral. So she'd see me coming, and she'd get so excited, and she'd play. And we saw on the plane coming out here this dolphin movie that had its tail removed. And
yes.
Beautiful movie
Dolphin
about
tail.
How the dolphin was saved and with a false tail. Prosthetic tail, and it reminded me of having swam with these dolphins and of how wonderful a relationship you can have with these creatures. They really do respond to you.
Yes, and
that taught me a lot.
Right, they respond on an energetic level, a body language level, which brings us, as I said, back down to the very, very basics, where they remind us to connect with one another. Do you agree with that?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt, there's a level of communication that we don't have to do a lot for. Once you start swimming with these creatures, they're eager to be understood, and they're eager to understand you. And it opens you up to that kind of understanding. It's that process. And it's nice if we can carry it into human relationships.
Yes, and I believe that animals can teach things that humans cannot even teach, and I think that you share the same beliefs, right?
I certainly do.
Well, Edward Herrmann, thank you so much for joining us on a Super Smiley adventure, and we want to invite everyone to watch Treasure Buddies, which will be out January 31st. Thank you so much, Mr. Herrmann, for joining our show.
Bye-bye.
We want everybody to be on the lookout for the upcoming release of Disney's Treasure Buddies, starring Edward Herrmann. When's that coming up? It's going to be released January 31st. And you can win some copies. How can you do that? On Pet Life Radio's Facebook page, there can be fun little clues, funny animal riddles. So go to Facebook, to Pet Life Radio page, like us, look for the clues, and see what you can win. You might be able to win a DVD of Treasure Buddies. Smiley likes this one. And before we go, always our super important shout out to Toyota's Pet Safe Initiative. Smiley makes it simple. Buckle up, harness up, super smile, and enjoy your adventure. Edward Herrmann, thank you so much for joining our Super Smiley adventure. We wish you the best of luck with Treasure Buddies, and we're looking forward to seeing you on stage, on the screen, and on the silver screen. To everybody in the meantime, woof and super smiles.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.